Adam Adams has one of the most active meetup groups in the world.
Have you been looking for a place to network with other creative real estate investors and to learn from different creative real estate professionals? Well then, the Creative Real Estate Lunch Club is the place to be. They meet every single Thursday in Denver. This goes from noon to 2. We'll leave the links down into today's show notes. So if this is your true passion, I'll see you there.
It's time for the Creative Real Estate Podcast, your source for out-of-the-box real estate investing strategies, brought to you by realbluespruce.com.
Welcome back to the Creative Real Estate Podcast. I'm your host, Adam Adams, and I want to start off with a quote from Robert Kiyosaki. It says that the richest people in the world build networks. Everyone else is trained to look for work. Does that make sense? The richest people in the world build networks. Everyone else is trained to look for work. Robert Kiyosaki. Hey guys, like I said, this is Adam Adams, and I am a real estate investor, a creative real estate investor, and a meetup organizer. I started the meetup to grow my network, and I started this podcast to grow my network. I'm here today to share with you a few tips and tricks so that you can grow your own network, whether you have your own meetup group, whether you have your own podcast or not. I hope that you're thinking big, and I hope you're moving forward toward growing that network so that you're not looking for work. So today what I want to talk about is, regardless if this is your meetup group or you're going to somebody else's meetup group, stop selling anything. Stop selling things. Okay, that's the main focus today, is stop selling things. So with my meetup group, what I do is make sure that I won't let any of my presenters come and give a pitch to anybody. I do that on the podcast too. People come, they want to pitch things. I will not let it. I hate the pitch. I don't like sales pitches. I don't like giving them. I don't like hearing them. It's fine to offer things. It's fine to let people know what you're doing. But those hard sales pitches are so annoying. You know this when you walk up into a room and somebody comes up to you, shakes their hand, and they ask you some questions, and you already know why they're asking you is to lead you out to something so that they can offer you their product. It's annoying, and you can totally see through it. So with me in my meetup group, I don't let anybody sell anything, and I don't personally sell anything. What I do is, in the beginning of the event, I will let everybody network with each other. And when it gets started, every single person has an opportunity to talk about themselves. So if I give everybody 20 seconds to talk about themselves, I'm going to take 10 or 15 seconds. If I give everybody 10 seconds, I'll take 6. I don't want to be seen as somebody that's running this meetup group. The only reason I'm there is to pitch something. No way. And I hope that that's what I can get across to you. Is I know a lot of people, the reason why their meetup group itself is failing, the reason why their network is failing, is because they're thinking about it all wrong, and that comes to adding value. So when you're here at a meetup group, whether it's yours, somebody else's, doesn't matter where you are, you should first be adding value to other people. When we talked in the last episode about those 5 questions, each of those 5 questions is there to add value. When we talk about showing up to every event, that is to add value to other people. Rather than selling something, find out what you can do for somebody, whether or not you're making money for it. I think that's the best way to do it. So as far as not selling things, that is your takeaway for today. And I'll tell you what I'm doing right now. So I'm actually in New York City at the time that this is coming out. I'm sitting in New York City for the first time in my life. And do you know how much it cost me to get out to New York City? Less than $200. Okay, so the thing is, Meetup headquarters, the Meetup HQ, the owners of Meetup, they're out here in New York City. I'm here presenting toward 150 of the other top meetup organizers in the entire world. So there's people here from China. There's people here from all over the world, not just the country. And they only invited the top 150 meetup organizers in the world. And I was asked to do a presentation. So as I told you last time, I've got this presentation. It's out-of-box ways of helping other people strengthen their business. And I just wanted to let you know kind of what I'm doing. With that said, by the time this comes out, we're closed on a full syndication last week, and we've got another one closing next week. So these are large apartment buildings, millions of dollars apartment buildings. So just want to kind of share a few of the things that we're doing, and hopefully there's a way that I can add more and more value to you guys. Thank you for listening. I will keep this episode absolutely short, but remember, the richest people in the world, they build their networks. Everybody else is trained to look for work. Cheers. Thanks for listening to the Creative Real Estate Podcast. If you got value out of today's episode, we'd really appreciate it if you take the time to leave us a 5-star rating on iTunes. Until next time, think outside the box.